What's hard about thinking about the past?
Knowing what I was and what I was going to be and losing it. I feel like it's being stripped away from you and you're trying so hard to get back to where you were.
It's been a down day here at the University of Texas and for this Texas Longhorns team. Last night the team found out that sophomore shooting guard Andrew Jones has been diagnosed with leukemia.
I got the diagnosis like early in the morning. I was in shock. I remember I tried to practice the day before and I just couldn't do it. And I was waiting for my results to get back and I felt like I was gonna pass out. I didn't know what to do. My parents weren't here and we're trying to decide which hospital to go to. I didn't believe what I was being told and I cried, I just broke down.
Texas guard Andrew Jones went to MD Anderson in Houston, but cancer treatment would have to wait.
When Andrew came here, he was in very bad shape. He had fluid around his heart, he had severe lung infection, and he was diagnosed with acute leukemia, which we know if it's not treated appropriately early on, it can be associated with a high rate of death.
I had a pneumonia called Legionnaire. I couldn't breathe from the right side of my lungs. It was filled with fluid, so I was operating on one lung for a long time. I couldn't stand up on my own. I couldn't do anything for myself. I was really like hopeless. It went on for 2 months. When I was at MD Anderson, they drained 2 liters of fluid from my lungs just for me to be able to breathe on my own again. That was the first time I could take a deep breath without tubes in my mouth.
News of Andrew's diagnosis went public and support poured in from across the nation.
We got warriors with you, and you know that people are going to be praying for you every day.
This battle, we're with you. The whole Texas family is with you.
I know you're a fighter. You're an unbelievable young man. We're going to beat this together.
Andrew, we're all fighting with you each and every day. I mean, this is who we are together as a unit.
The first time I seen the story, I cried. I couldn't watch it. And I couldn't watch it at all. I told my mom to turn it off because it was just, I seen what I was doing, dunking, shooting, having fun, smiling. And then I look down, like I'm in the hospital bed. I can't even stand up by myself.
What was the hardest part?
I had to squat. I had to get up out of my seat by myself. I had to put my shoes on and I had to do like normal things by myself and I could not do it. I couldn't pick my feet up and put my socks on. I couldn't put my own shirt on. I couldn't get up and down on my seat without just flopping on the ground. And I couldn't walk from my hospital room to 10 feet without being exhausted.
The person who motivated Andrew through those hard days was his father, David Jones. In 2007, David was paralyzed from the waist down in a car accident. He used his own experience to push his son to get better.
He didn't want me to get set in the ways like he was, because he wishes he could do things on his own. Certain things, I get lazy. I tell my mom, can you do this for me? Can you do this? She's like, boy, do it on your own. You can do it. I had a little complication that sent me back to ICU for a few weeks. And I wasn't really doing what I was supposed to be doing. Like, they wanted me out of the bed, sitting up for most of the days, not laying down. And all I wanted to do was lay down. And he was like, man, this is, right now is life or death. Either you want to sit up in the chair and do what you're told and be active, or things won't get better. And that kind of hit me.
Just blood drawn before I go see my doctor. Just a checkup, make sure everything is going the way it's supposed to be going.
You know, I was looking at your count today. You're day 28. So essentially, you finished the cycle. How are you feeling otherwise?
I'm feeling good. Feeling real good. I'm getting stronger.
You're gaining weight?
Mm-hmm.
Muscles?
Yup. I'm starting to get abs again.
From my side, I don't see an objection. Why can't you play? No, I don't think you're ready for like very professional and big competitions. But if you want to play with your team in these 2 weeks, I have no objection. Keep drinking.
I didn't know if I was going to make it And he was always telling me, I will cure you. You will be playing basketball next year. I will cure you. And he was telling me this, I was like, man, I don't know, man. I can't move my legs. I can't get up. I can't do nothing on my own.
To go through what he went, to be able to be in ICU for several days and weeks, to come to the floor and barely can walk because of all the muscles he lost, to be on oxygen all the time, not eating. I think a lot of patients, including myself, we would not have resisted this episode. And Andrew, he was a hero. He's my inspiration every day.
Andrew continued chemotherapy treatments through August and made sure he could work on his game at the same time.
They got me a little fanny pack, so I was able to be active and play basketball. That's what kept me going. Without that, I don't know what I'd have been thinking about. I probably would have been in a bad state of mind, but it's just always been a stress relief for me. Basketball has been one thing that brought my parents and my family together, and I didn't want to lose it.
You made them put the pick line in your left arm. Why?
Because my right arm is my shooting arm, and I can protect the ball better with my left hand, so I was like, when I shoot the ball, I'm able to actually get a fluent shot in without it hurting and pulling.
So is this all out?
Yeah, the pick line's completely out now.
So is it just a bandage to?
Just for today, I take it off tomorrow.
So that's it?
Yes, sir.
How does it feel?
I feel good, like I can move my arms. When I used to do stuff like that, I used to pull.
Yeah.
So like I feel like I had no restrictions now.
Yeah.
I'm good. I can finally like body somebody, be physical. It's difficult at times because they ask me, Drew, how do you feel? Drew, how do you feel today? How's your body holding up? Like, man, y'all wouldn't ask me this when I was healthy. So it seemed like they care more, but they gotta understand, I know my body. If I'm not feeling well, I will let you know. Some days my body will be drained. Sometimes I won't feel like doing anything, but I kind of trick myself into going anyway, working out anyway, because the days I don't feel like doing anything is the days I should really be in there the most.
306 days after his leukemia diagnosis, Andrew was back on the court with his team to open the 2018 season.
I didn't know if I was gonna play or not. But when I got in the game and I heard the crowd, I was like, okay, I gotta try to put on a show. I have to score. How can I put the ball in the rim in this short amount of time?
Andrew Jones is gonna go to the free throw line. So here's Andrew. It's good. Big roar comes up from the fans, and he gets a standing O as he checks out now.
Andrew played in one more game before returning to MD Anderson for another round of chemotherapy in December. He'll seek a medical redshirt for this season, but hasn't slowed down when it comes to helping his team find success.
We were doing a game at Kansas, and I think you were 3 days out of chemo.
Right.
And there you are on the scout team, trying to help your team get better to play against Kansas.
Right.
Why were you pressing to get back and contribute to this team?
I just feel like I had a lot to offer. I feel like me being back on the court will motivate the guys to want to play harder. Because I'm attacking, they can't give them no excuse. My biggest problem is that I am impatient. Like, I want everything back right now. But unfortunately, it's not like that. I still live blood draw by blood draw. You never know when it's gonna come back. You never know if your body is fully healthy now. So you can't relax. I don't know how long I got. Like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here to wanna wait to my 22nd birthday, 23rd birthday, because you never know. So I try to go get it every day.